What's up everyone and welcome to you on the Moonshots YouTube channel. Hope that you're all doing very well as always. This is extremely important and we are going to update Bitcoin. Not as always, I want to say that all the time, but no, not as always. We are also updating some other few coins such as Solana, BNB by the way, some other stuff like this. Sorry, I still have a bit of a cold. So we're going to update Bitcoin. We're going to see a bit what we can expect here is a fake pump here, because yes, we have some nice wave to the upside here. Rewrite it with VIPs. You can see here this green square right there. I'm going to give you everything in this live stream, okay? Don't worry about this. So yeah, hope that you're ready, because we're going to see some few stuff here really interesting. Are we really bullish? Yes, we can be bullish already. I'm going to say that directly. Yes, and we can also not be bullish. Okay, we're going to see a more likely wave count here, what we can more expect right there. And yeah, I think that will be that will be the live stream clearly. See a bit the small wave count here, of course. Talk about the bigger wave count right there, all the stuff like this. Okay. But yeah, first of all, I'm just going to say that I'm live on Discord. Yups. Live stream starting pips. Perfect. I'm in the right channel. Yes. Alright, so by the way, now you have the one-to-one coaching, Elliott wave coaching on the website that is available. So for example, for people that was creating an account on the website, you have all these beginners Elliott wave course, exo chart course I made, plus some bonus content right there. You have now the possibility of being with an hour or more, but I'm going to add more to the time than 1 hour here, to remaster YouTube. Like you have the course, you have everything, you have a lot of content to watch, all the stuff like this. But if for example for you this is not enough and you want to maybe work on a specific topic, or you just want to do the course with me, clearly you have now the one-to-one session, the one-to-one coaching, so I can teach you Elliott ways. You're a beginner, this is not a problem. You're a master or an expert, this is absolutely no problem. I'm going to give you tips, tricks. You're going to work on a specific topic, all the stuff like this, improve your skills. Everything. I'm going to teach you Elliott wave really. I'm not doing this on exo chart yet, but I'm maybe going to do that in the future. Now I'm doing this really on Elliott wave, because this is the main topic clearly of this Discord server and what I'm teaching at the beginning. Okay, so now you have this one-to-one Elliott wave coaching available on the website. So if you want to book your one-to-one mentoring now, you can absolutely, don't have to click for on a date here. By the way, you can say more if you want, but normally you should not be able. I'm going to fix some few stuff, of course, but yeah, you just have to take the date, first name, last name, email, details. For example, you say, hey, I'm a beginner, all the stuff like this. you want to work on I'm an expert, for example, I just want to work on a specific topic, on this one extra. Just give me some more details here, captcha right there. You have to write this, and after that, boom, you click the send and you're good. Okay. After, of course, for now this is manually. Okay, this is manually for the moment. I'm going to do these payments automatically, but just for now I'm not going to do that yet. I'm just waiting a bit to do this, but yeah, for now it's just manually. So when you click the send, I'm going to send you an email to send you have to send to this email on PayPal, because for now it's on PayPal, and then when it's done we can confirm clearly this session. So if you want to learn Elliott waves with me now, and not only with the course on internet, you can absolutely, it's available. You have to go in the course one-to-one session, or if you're not logged in, you have a different header here. You have home, plans, and the one-to-one coaching, and then some other stuff, deals, plan about testimonial also, by the way. But anyway, so yeah, that was just for this information here on the sorry, on the website. So by the way, if you want to go on Twitter, so by the way, if you use Twitter, for example, don't hesitate to follow the Moonshots account. I mean the Moonshots _ here, Matteo in French. But anyway, so yeah, you can get more people here. I'm giving some targets, for example, for the dump here. I give you some targets here. I put also the predictions, all stuff like this when I'm live, all stuff like this. When other traders get wrecked, by the way, because this is important also to show how bad they are, because these are just fake traders. Clearly, this is pretty insane. But for example, here I gave you this right there, where I gave you the dump targets here, plus more of this with out here telling you double XYZ target. The more likely one is a blue line, and the blue line here is the exact target where we bounce it off. So if you want to get this kind of content, as always, don't forget to go and follow my account clearly on Twitter, so you can be aware of everything, all the prediction, all the stuff like this, all the updates on the website, extra. Okay, So here, Bitcoin. If we have to look for lower here, first of all, we have a new support right there printed. Okay, we have a new support right there, an interesting one to be honest with you. That is a new daily level. Clearly, if now we have to look for higher, we can look for a possible short around this daily level right there. Okay, we can look for a long here, we can look for a short here. Of course, we have some different levels below. You can pull, for example, a fib like this from the top to the bottom here. Boom, you have your 618, 66%, all the stuff like this. Now I want more to go with the wave count today. Okay, after of course we have shorted at top, we have a long at the bottom right there. So we are short, we are long. In any case, we can pump, we can dump, we win on the market because we secure our trade. We are in any situation we win on this market. We play at the very bottom here, we short it here, we long it here, we short it here, we long it here, we short it here. By the way, we long it here. We're just riding every single move clear of this market. This is pretty insane. But yeah, after we have seen of course this hidden shoulder here, right there, you have the shoulder here, the hidden, the other shoulder here. Of course, it turned a lot more people bullish because a lot of people are going to long into the breakout. So it was looking for a short. I'm seeing my short from the top, by the way, to profit all stuff like this. Top loss on trade. Every trade is safe now. I cannot lose any money. So that gives us a nice move to the downside. From here, what we have seen a nice ABC flat in the last update. Okay, I'm just going to go on the 15 minutes here to show you this. So we have seen this nice ABC flat where we find our resistance right there. We went a second time inside this resistance. So if you was aware of that, we went a second time into it. And as you can see, this played very nice as resistance. When I'm giving some targets, most of the times these are really strong targets. I'm trying to find the highest probability targets so you can really trade with easy reaction, if you can say that, such as for example the low here. We was waiting for that low here to write this quick move to the upside here. Of course, this was also a possible target to look for because I'm going to use this wave just right after this. But this was, for example, a target planned since yesterday. As you can see here, just going to show you that really quickly. Of course, that was the very bottom, you can see here, of the move. Right there was telling in the live stream, the VIP daily live stream was telling you telling the VIPs we're more likely going to do this, and this is exactly what we've done. It was a big push to the upside after that. It was pretty crazy. But here you can see was waiting for that target here, so you can check the price right there. Okay, and this is exactly where we bounced off next. I can see this morning here, this is exactly where we bounced off. Okay, so just pretty insane. Now are going to push higher and higher and higher. Only time will tell us, but this is really good for a day trader. Okay, after we have a look at this, that was another possible short because that was also a swing for the pan of the previous high. Okay, but anyway, so this was the pan I gave you here. If we have an ABC flat here, we expect the price to go more down next. What I said and exactly how it played, we went more down, we broken the price low here. This is just perfect. Okay, we went right into the 1-to-1 extension, by the way, of this triple wave to the downside. You can see right there at the dollar, like really at the dollar of the dollar here. That is pretty cool. So now what we can see with the wave cat here. Okay, I'm maybe going to go on the bigger time frame here just to show you really quickly how it looks like. Okay, the bigger wave cat for new members, for new people joining the live stream. By the way, if you have some questions, do not hesitate to ask your questions. The chat is extremely important. You understand everything good. Okay, when I'm talking about Elliott wave or stuff like this, if you don't understand something, do not hesitate to ask some questions. This is extremely important. Okay, but here I will be more with a WXYXZ for new viewers. I know that other people know my wave count, but it's just important to repeat that. So WXYXZ to the downside, we have done the bottom. We are possibly, maybe going to the last wave to the downside. Okay, and then push it to the upside. Okay, the target we cannot reach with the Z wave is the 200%, right? And we cannot reach that, but this will be an extension. This is less likely. Okay, so the 200% here. Normally the invalidation of the Z wave, so normally we should not go there, so we can still do a last push to the downside before to push higher. Okay, it's absolutely possible. Nothing that the bottom is in extra. Now if we read deep from here and go to the other lower targets here, I'm not going to take this WXYZ, but I'm going to take simply a W, an X, and a Y like this, and not a WXY, X, and Z. No, only a W, an X, and a Y. So this brings us with some lower targets here. Okay, simple as that. Hey, Jingent here, Gail. Welcome, mate, on the live stream. Hope you're doing very well. Just want to make sure there is always divergence between wave 3 and 5 on the leading diagonal, right? Leading, no, you do not have any divergence from the wave 3 and 5. I mean, you can get, but normally you don't want to see divergence. Normally you don't have divergence, but sometimes because the leading, for example, is fucked, you're going to get divergence. But normally, you don't want to see divergence. You want to see a wedge also on the other side. So yeah. But I mean, yeah, I mean, did okay, I'll show it that. So anyway, here, yeah, that's the wave can have at the moment here, okay? So big WXY if we have to drop more, or big WXY is like this if we have done the bottom, or we are going to the last wave down and then to push higher. Okay, this is a bigger wave count. Now on a smaller time frame, you know the possible, maybe not, the wave count here on the to the downside here, possible big wave 1, 2, 3, or 5 down. Otherwise, there is also a possibility of being a double wave 1, 3, or 5 to the downside. So to speak, here we have another wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to do here, okay, with of course a B wave right there, so A wave right there, or the A wave here, by the way, all stuff like that. Brings us with a double wave 1, 2 on the very top here, okay? So a last leg down to do different counts, different possibilities as always, not only one. So here, what we can see here really on the chart at the moment, I'm going to remove, oops, I'm going to remove that, I'm going to change that to gray, going to remove this, I'm going to remove this. Sorry, what we can count here, we can count first of all a first move to the upside, a second one, and a third one here. So we have a triple wave to the upside first of all. It is cast as bullish. Normally when you have a triple wave, you expect to move more down next, okay? Now it's not because we have a triple wave that we're directly going to go down next, okay? We can absolutely do a bigger triple wave, okay? It's absolutely possible. Now, and that's why I want to I mean, this is what I'm more likely with at the moment. We have another triple wave here to the downside, and now we have another possible triple wave starting, okay? So a triple wave can be, I mean, the two ways when you have a triple wave like this, it can be an ABC flat, okay? So in that case, we'll have to retrace a lot more, so that's why I'm not with this. A B that retrace minimum 90%, okay? I'm on the retracement tool right there for a flat. Oops, retrace minimum the 90% here, otherwise we expect to go to the 123 right there, okay, on the B wave. So we do the A within the B wave, 90%, oops, by the way, it was here, 90% we bounce off, and we do the C, or we just go to the 123 and we just bounce off for the C wave, okay? Two different possibilities. Now, as you can see here, this triple wave, yes, we can do a bigger triple wave like this before to push higher. This is absolutely possible. Now with the wave count, we'll say less likely because the smaller wave count. I'm going to talk about this, of course, but I just want to show the bigger wave count here to really get the context of that move. Okay, the more likely context. So here, triple wave. So what are you going to expect here? The only possible pattern with a triple wave and then another triple wave is a W, an X, and a Y. Okay. I'm just going to check this is 38.2 normally, yes, yeah. An X wave has to retrace minimum 38.2 to be valid here, as you can see, so this is good. We did a 38.2 retracement, absolutely fine. This is not the more likely target at all, like really not at all the more likely target, but this is still a target, and this is what an X wave has to retrace to be valid, okay? And for WXY. So, I just want to check this, but normally this extension was not really good at all. If I'm mistaken, this was not good at all. Yeah, 31, nothing crazy. So here, triple wave. So what we can place here, possibly a W, okay, an X and a Y. What the fuck it is? I absolutely don't know. Normally I don't use a wave like this anymore. I'm just making the letters and the numbers. The premise here, we have a possible leading to the upside. So in that case, we have a leading here, that can be an A, a B, and a C, or if that is a leading, so a leading, you know, it's like when you have a wave, you're going to add this wave to show that. A leading is when you have a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, a wedge to the upside. You know, the triangle to the upside or to the downside. By the way, this is a wedge. This is a leading or an ending. The only difference with the leading and the ending is a smaller wave count and the place where this pattern is placed on the market. For example, a leading like this is going to be placed in a wave 1 of an impulsive, like, or another leading, by the way, wave 2, boom, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5 like this, okay? Or not in an impulsive, it can be also in an A, in a B, and a C zigzag, okay? So 5 waves, triple waves, 5 waves, not an ABC flat, triple wave, 5 waves, as we were talking about before, okay? So different place where you can get this leading, okay? And this is possibly what we have here to the upside, okay? The possible leading here, so if you have a possible leading, that is a possible wave A, B, C, so we have a triple wave, so boom, the W wave, okay? Or that is in that case not a W, but that is, for example, a big wave, boom, a wave 1 here. We are in a wave 2, for example, let's say with a B, C flat, for example, triple wave, and boom, 5 waves. Can be also 5 waves to the downside here, an ending, and boom, 3, 4, 5, and now we are bullish. Now, is this the more likely? No. Why? Because the smaller wave count don't really match with this. For example, a B wave have more chance to retrace 123. As you can see here, yes, we do 113. This is okay, but this is not the best. This is normally the stock retracement. So this is not really following. More of this is a C wave that will be in this ABC right there. Okay, A, B, C. The C wave don't really have 5 waves. Yes, we can count, for example, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this, and we'll pump it up. Now this is less likely, I would say, because the wave 3 or 5 is really small. The wave 4 and 5 is really small. That's why we'll not take this one. But anyway, this is possible. Just to show you the other possible counts here. This is why I will be more with a triple wave here, okay? A triple wave here, so another triple wave inside the Y leg, okay, right there. What we have to do here, if we are going to push higher directly, okay, and we're going to do this triple wave here, we just have to pull a fib from the W root to the W top, okay, to the X bottom, so to speak, where we have done the bottom at the moment, or if we do a bigger triple wave like this, before to do the other bigger triple wave for the Y leg, so to speak, we do the X wave here and the Y leg here. We're in that case going to lower this extension tool, is going to lower target, of course, of the Y leg. So if we have done the bottom, first target of this Y leg is this 618 right there. Okay, this is the first target. If we have to push high, we have the 100% of the extension to right there. If we have to push high, 123. If we have to push high, 1618. Okay, different targets, different possibilities for this push to the upside right there. Okay, if we do the push to the upside, of course. So now this is what we can more read on the chart. This is what make more sense with a smaller wave at the moment. Now be careful, because we do a lot of move, a strong move to the downside or stuff like this. There is a lot of possibilities still. Okay, when we are not, I mean, when we do not have the confirmation that we are bullish, waves are a lot more complex, because we don't know if we're still in the bearish count, if we start the bullish count. Smaller wave on the bottom are really fucked. For example, I don't know if you will here watching my videos on the channel when we have done this bottom, I mean here and also here, but for example here, these are 5 waves to the upside, okay, and we have done a wave 1, a wave 2 is a massive wave to here, then the wave 3 extra, but this was some really terrible 5 waves to the upside. So this can be exactly the same here, for example in the first push to the upside with a really terrible flat, because we are on the bottom and now we are bullish, okay, and that was the bottom, and this is why waves are terrible. But anyway, I'm not going to say that not going to take these waves. I'm more likely going to take WXY, as I said. Just you have to get acceptance with the wave count. Okay. So anyway, just going to remove this draw here. Perfect. So this is the first target. Really, normally we have to look, okay, at right there. This is a good target, clearly the 618 right there. Now, as I said before, we also have some different smaller wave counts, so you also have to be aware of this daily level right there. Okay, I gave you also all of the levels high if we have to look for a short here. Now if we have to look for, before, you know, to reach this first target here was looking for, okay, before to reach this first target here, we of course have to look for a short around this daily level right there. This is extremely important, because that is a strong level. We have some confidence with that. How are you going to expect to take a short or not? Thanks to the order flow right there. By reading the order flow, you're going to be able to recognize if you have to take a short or not. What is this? This is a tool, I mean a software, clearly, as you can see here, Excel charts, where you can create some templates or stuff like that, going to allow you to see what is happening behind the market. Okay, I'm using the Bybit price. I mean, don't know if you can see that. Bybit price right there, because this is a more accurate one. And with this, for example, I've been able to trade the very bottom here. That was also a possible trade, but I was just sleeping. It was, as you can see here, during the night. So I was not at all here. I was just sleeping. But this was, for example, where if you are long, we got the confirmation with Excel chart. It was, I mean, more likely the confirmation that it was a long to take. Here, for example, that was a possible short to take. I shorted this small move to the downside here too, thanks also to the order flow and with these levels. Okay, so this is why these levels here are really good. You just have to read the order flow here, what I'm so teaching to you by the way on the website, to retake the trades or not. I mean, you just recognize if you have to take this trade or not on the order flow here. Okay, so that's why here this is a good zone to look for a short. Now all depends on the data before coming in on the level, all the stuff like this. If now we have to look for lower, we can look for a longer run there. We have a daily level right here. Otherwise, we can also look for, we take the price low and we then move it to the upside. Otherwise, we can look for some other targets below. I'll let you find your confidence, all the stuff like this. We are more going to look for higher, okay, because we're more going to focus on this WXY to the upside. So I'm gonna go now on a smaller time frame to show you what we have done here. Really, I mean, what is the more likely wave count at the moment in this move to the upside. Okay, so yesterday with VIPs, I mean, in the morning update right before the record, that I recognized that was a possible wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, the leading, as we was talking about before. As you can see here, we have the wave like a wedge, to the upside here. So we have the wave 1, we have the wave 2, we have the wave 3, we have the wave 4, and we have the wave 5 here. Okay, it's not a perfect leading, but we can still see that we have the move here. Okay, so we have a possible leading here. Why? I mean, yeah, the leading, the wave 4 can go between the wave 1 and the wave 2. It cannot just break the wave 2 bottom. This is extremely important. In a leading, of course, in an impulsive, the wave 4 cannot break the wave 1 top. This is not possible. Important to know that. Sorry. For new people, I still have a bit of a cold, so that's why I'm coughing like that. But anyway, so here we have a leading here. So leading, what can that be? As I said before, an A wave, a B retracement, a C wave, dump it. Okay, or this can be, okay, a wave. I'm going to add this like this: a wave 1 right there, a wave 2, a wave 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I'm going to show the small wave count here, different possibilities. So here, wave 1, wave 2. A wave 2 as always have more chance to retrace between the 50 and the 61 point retracement. So I'm going to pull the fib with a default here so you can see the values from the very top of the move to the very bottom of the move here. What I've done here, exactly the 50 and 618, 66% here. Why? Because these are probabilities and we have more chance to stop here. Okay, this is pretty cool. What we have done on a lower time frame, if you miss it, it's very low. I showed to VIPs how this morning, in the morning update, how to take to trade the low here. I mean, not only in the, I mean, that was pretty crazy because in live I was just doing these draws. You can see here, I'm going to show that. They're just pretty insane. Just do a last push to the downside, so into the 618, 66%, just went a bit more down. But you can see here, a last push to the downside here before to push higher. And this is exactly what I've done here. When we was talking about this, we do a last push to the downside before to push high here. These have been just so well respected. And yeah, this is just pretty insane. In one day, you have just to open one trade. You just have to click one time and you're good for the day, clearly. And after that, we were looking for another long. I'm going to show you that. But yes, between the 56.18, 66% here, we did also a retest of the 618 here. You can see right before to push high. So if you miss it very low, you got another possible entry here. So to miss that, what I'm teaching to VIPs, this is really complex to miss that because data was following clearly all the stuff like this. So this was, I mean, it was just because you was not in front of the computer, you was sleeping, I don't know, but otherwise there was really a good long to take here. So that gives us with a nice push to the upside here, and that brings us right into, by the way, I'm going to add you this daily just to show you this really quickly with the wave count. That brings us into this daily level right there. Okay. What we can do here, so if you're using Elliott wave, that you can learn by the way for free on the website. You have to go to create an account for free with a free upgrade. You go in the course beginners, you have all the beginners course for free, and in the Elliott wave part you have the Elliott wave part number 1, 2, and 3, part 1 only. Okay, you have all of this, but this is going to give you all the base with Elliott waves, how to use the extension retracement tool, stuff like this, with all the Elliott wave impulsive tips, so to speak, all these waves impulsive like this tips. Okay, they're extremely important to watch if you want to learn Elliott wave the right way. So here I'm going to pull the extension tool to find the wave 3 targets. Okay, what I've done here, boom. First target 100% here, we have only 2% chance to top here. Are we going to expect a stop on the 100% here? No. Okay, we do not, most of the time do not think about this target, but anyway. Next target 161 point, most common target here is 161 here, the blue line. We do not get a stop of this level because yes, we got some confidence, but nothing really crazy, so we just went through. Okay, oh yeah, by the way, we got some confidence with that 161, but we just went through because that move was too strong to push higher, so we did a push to the upside again. That brings us with the next target here, that is the 200% here, the red line, and what we got as confidence with this 200% here, the daily level. So that's why here I was personally looking for a short. I filled some some short there. I don't remember exactly how the amount of short, but I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, and I give it, I was like 60-70% up at the end when it was on the low here. That was pretty nice to ride a small move to the downside here for a scalp. That was pretty cool. And I mean, all these trades here of course are winning trades because I take profit 50% after $100 move. As you can see here, we just filled my short at $800. I take profit 50% at $700 and set stop loss entry. If you push higher, what we did sometimes, we gotta stop it on entry. I still refund my fees, and more of this, I make a bit of profit, so to speak. I absolutely don't care. You know, these are still winning trades. That's why this is pretty insane. But anyway, so daily level here has confidence with the wave 3 target here, 200%. Next target of the wave 3 is the 261 point right there. Next target of the wave 3 is the 423.6 right there. Okay. So then what are we looking for here? We have to check for the wave 4 retracement. Okay, so just to show you again what we have done here, a 56.18. After a 56.1 point retracement, we expect the price to go to the 23.6 or 38.2. We can also go even sometimes to the 50%, but this is really in rare case. We expect the price to stop on the 38.2 retracement. Okay, so what we have to do here is just pull a fib from the wave 3 top to find the wave 4 target to the wave 3 root or to the wave 2 bottom. Boom, I'm going to remove that one. We just check at the 23.6 and the 38.2. Okay, we was looking for the 38.2 here with VIPs yesterday to look for a bounce. As you can see here, I cannot lie because I was sharing the chart with VIPs. We was directly looking for the wave 4 here with the target. As you can see here, you can see the price. You read that here, $29,855.50 by the way. And this morning is exactly where we bounced it off, so we just have to remain patient here. So I just want to go and cover the small wave count here because it's a bit complex. We did not bounce it off the 30.2 exactly here. We did a move to the upside. That's why here we, yes, even if that's not hit, we can be in a wave 4 like this because we have a triple wave, and in a wave 5 like this. Okay, this is absolutely valid. Why? Because the 23.6 is reached, and the thing is, if you add the, I'm going to remove that by the way. If you add your wave 5 target, so to do that, you just place your first click, you take your extension tool, first click on the wave 1 root, second click on the wave 1 top, third click on the wave 4 bottom. First target 618. Why this one is less likely? Because that will bring us with a double top or a truncated, so to speak, a wave 5 that stop before the wave 3 top. So this is internal probabilities, really less likely. So in that case, we expect the price to go to the next target, and that's why most of the time this 100% here is a most common target, because this is after the truncated target. So this is a most common target on the in this Elliott wave here. The 100% here is the most common target here, because that will not be a truncated, it will be the first target after the truncated or the double top target here. And this is exactly where we rejected our target here. Okay, I mean the move here clearly. Okay, so are we in this configuration without a 30.2 touch, or are we in another configuration? The other configuration here will be we are in the wave 5 still. We have done the wave 4. Why? Simply because we have hit the 38.2. Okay, right there. You can see if you pull the fib from the wave 3 top to the wave 3 root or wave 2 bottom, or the opposite, by the way, is just that I reversed my tool in my settings. Otherwise, just had to feed from the bottom of the wave 3 or the wave 2 bottom here to the top of the wave 3. You're going to do exactly the same. I prefer to reverse my tool because you're in the same trend of what the market is doing clearly. Okay, but anyway, so we was looking for the 30.2 here. You can see the price right there. So it was $855. So it's a bit below here. If you bring it a bit more down right there. Okay, something like this. But anyway, you understood, you know, that was the exact week of today. So after we elongate the bottom here, we also showed you the top here because that was a swing failure pattern. If you're gonna be a time frame of the previous high. What is a swing failure pattern? It's just when you do a wick higher than the previous high and you close below the previous high. This with Excel charts is a short to take if data are following it. This was not really good data, I'm not going to lie. But the thing is, we knew that was some possible 5 ways. So what you have to do here, if you want to take a short and just play with probabilities, you just check out the 100% here. You feel a short on the 100% here if you start to see a rejection from here. So I was sleeping here because you can see it was at 3-4 a.m. So I was clearly not here at all on the chart, but with VIPs, I don't know if someone took this short by the way. But it was a possible short to take here. Okay, so anyway, here wave 3 to find the wave 3 top to the wave 3 bottom here to find the wave 4. 30.2 here, exactly where we bounced it off this morning. That give us a nice, a nice 6%, no wait, 6%, no, absolutely not. A nice almost 2% move to the upside. You're going to say, hey, this is absolutely nothing. We're on the 30 minutes. This is for day traders extremely interesting. If you go, for example, with X50 here, I can tell you that this is a lot of profit already. Personally, we feel a nice short, nice long here. To ride this move to the upside, give us a nice 6% move to the upside. This is extremely good. After, of course, we have done a nice 24% move to the upside with the target planet here on the channel. This is absolutely insane. Okay, well, how we are trading this, and this for day traders, for scalpers, is extremely good to take. But anyway, so now what we are going to see here is a small wave can inside it, because yes, we have hit the 30.2 here, but in that case, what the fuck is this clearly? What is this pattern? It's simply, I mean, keep in mind that just before to start with this pattern here, the wave 4 and the wave 5 can be done. Okay, this is possible now, less likely, but still possible. Okay, I'm just going to apply them as it was before to show the pattern inside. What we can be in here is an ABC flat. Okay, an A, a B, as we was talking about before, and a C wave like this. Right there, perfect. What is this ABC flat? So this ABC flag here, as I said before, retrace 90% or 123, okay, 90% right there, or 123. We have done a perfect 123 here, 127, okay, if you want to be a bit more accurate here, this is absolutely perfect. That's why here, this is the perfect target was looking for a short clear, this is a perfect target to look for a flat clearly. How are you going to find your wave 3 target? You just place your first extension, you take your extension to your first click on the wave A root, you just go on the second click on the A wave bottom and on the B wave top for the third click. First target 618, second target 100% here, running flat for both, extended flat if we go to the 123, 161 point here. Targets are not really well respected, to be honest with you, on the C wave. We bounce out of the 123 here. That's why you have to find your confluence, so to speak here. That was clearly the 30.2 of the wave, of the wave 4 here, right there. Wave 4, 30.2 right there, as you can see here in confluence with the 123, not exactly, but anyway. So we bounce out of the 123 here, we can absolutely go to the 161 or so. It's absolutely possible to be still into the C wave, okay? Just do another leg down, touch the 161 point, and then push it to the upside. So I'm just going to remove all the stuff here and show you all the targets here. If we have to go more down here, we can look for the 1618 here. If we touch the 200% here, this is an invalidation of this ABC flat. Okay, we can say, hey, we have done the wave 4 before, we have done the wave 5 here, and we do not have this ABC flat here anymore. Okay. Now I'm going to take it personally because I like that one. Now, if we have to remove it, we're going to remove that, of course. So here, how are you going to find your wave 5 targets? Exactly the same one before. You take your extension tool, you place it from the wave 1 root to the wave 1 top. In case, of course, we have done the C wave bottom, because if we go more down, we're going to, of course, it's going to lower targets higher. But here we just have to place our extension tool on the wave 4 bottom for the third click. Okay, this gives us all the targets clearly we want. First target 618, where we start to get a rejection. Now less likely because that will be truncated with a wave 5, with a wave 3, of course. Next target 100% here, possible, but still with this move truncated. So we expect the price to go to the next target 1618 or to the 261 point here. There is not a big confidence with this target, to be honest with you. Now it matches against here with the Y leg, for example, but we cannot finish a Y leg with only 5 waves. You have to know that. That's why we are maybe going to do something a bit less higher, okay? And we are maybe also in another configuration I'm going to show you. I'm going to place it, you know what, here, okay, just to play like this. Now keep in mind that the wave 4 can be down here, the wave 5 can be down here. Now we are going to retrace. If we have 5 waves here, exactly the same waves that what we have seen before with this move to the upside here, okay? If we have a 5 waves impulsive here, what can that be? A bigger wave 1205 impulsive to the upside, so in that case we'll be more likely bullish, so to speak. We'll get this, okay? We'll hide them. We'll get this wave. No, it's not this one, it's this one. A wave 1, we will get a wave 2, and here we go, pump it up, 305. This is a big move to the upside here. Okay, we'll have a big impulsive, but in that case, this is not at all a WXY here. The other move is, because we have 5 waves here, a possible ABC zigzag. Okay, so we have an A. I'm gonna go with this. An A, okay, a B wave, and then we have a C to the upside. What is the more likely waves we have in a Y leg? An ABC zigzag. That's why I'm always WXY2 to the upside now, to not say we're bullish, because I'm not too bullish, I'm not too bearish. I'm just check what we have on the chart, and I'm just how can I say that? I'm just showing to you what I see on the chart. The more likely waves, the more likely stuff. Now you have to say, hey, we are bullish, and we long at the bottom here, so absolutely fine to be bullish. We're just more profit for our long, so it's not a problem at all. But yeah, here more likely a WXY. Y leg, what we have most of the time in the Y leg, an ABC zigzag. So 5 ways, triple ways, 5 ways. Okay, so this will be the pattern here we can look for. If we have done the A wave top right there, okay, you have to add a retracement tool from the top to the bottom here of the A wave. Boom, you add your targets here, 30.2, 50%, 6.66%, 78.6 here. Okay, by the way, I'm going to add this zigzag template here. You can see better here. What are the most common targets of the B wave in a zigzag? Okay, in case we have done the top or the stuff like this. Otherwise, as I said, if we are in the ABC flat here, we're going to the wave 5 later. So A wave later, B wave later. So it's gonna move the retracement tool a bit higher. You're gonna change a bit targets. Just in case we have done the top, we have done the wave 5 here. We do not have any ABC flat here. Okay. Most common target, first one is the 38.2 right there. Second most common target here is the 618, 66%. If now we have to look for lower, the maximum target of a B wave is the 85.4. Should we touch the 90% here? This is an invalidation of the zigzag. In a rare case, we can touch this one and bounce off, but we retouch it and bounce off. We do not go through, spend some time here and just bounce off this. This is not valid anymore. If we do this, it's more likely a wave 1, a wave 2, and we are bullish next, 3 or 5. All the wave count here was wrong, because yes, this can be wrong also. This can be a WXY exit to the upside, and now we're going to draw. That's why, just trying to use the most commentary, the more likely waves at the moment, this looks like the more likely waves, okay, with a small wave count and stuff like this. We are more likely in this, okay, with an ABC zigzag like this, okay, right there. There's a bit more we can read at the moment. So yeah, that brings us with this possible ABC zigzag to the upside. If we have to turn that for an impulsive and not an ABC like this, we're going to turn that, of course. By the way, there is another question. In wave 5 truncated, there is no need divergence, right? No, if that is truncated, I mean, most of the time you still have the divergence, because when you have the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and even if that's truncated or not truncated, I mean, if that's truncated or not truncated, in any way in any situation, you're going still to get a low, and you're going to get this: a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, highest reach on the RSI, a wave 4, and a wave 5. And even if this is truncated, we're going to stop before the wave 3 top. Okay, so we do not need, for example, to go higher, okay, right there, to get a divergence like this, so to speak. We have a divergence like this, okay, hidden bullish bearish divergence. We do not need to do that. Most of the time we stop like, we stop like this, and we do this clearly, okay. We do the truncated clear also on the RSI. But yeah, we do not need to get a hidden bullish bearish divergence or stuff like this. So yeah, so this is a wave count at the moment. I'm more likely with. Now if I have to turn that, I said, for an impulsive, we're going to turn that for an impulsive. So if you have some questions, do not hesitate to ask your questions on the everything, please, the wave count, everything, okay. It's a real pleasure for me to answer you. So yeah, now last push up for the wave 5 before to do the A wave and to retrace from here, okay. Otherwise we are already in the A. B, as you can see here, we have bounced also of the 30-point retracement, so now A, B can be down here, and we are already in the C wave, okay. It's absolutely possible to, if we start to re-rocket from here, I may be more going to take this configuration, because to be in a huge wave 5 here, less likely. More of this, I think that we are, it depends, but if we keep pushing higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, the wave 5 is going to be maybe high on the pre-stop on the RSI, and normally the wave 3 is the highest reach on the RSI, okay. So that's why, be aware of that. So yeah, this is a wave count at the moment. That's already for Bitcoin. Now we have all the levels and stuff like this. This is still, of course, a daily. We have a resistance, so we still have to look for a short here. Just have to check the order flow, see if we have some nice stuff to short here. For now, not really, to be honest with you. I have some short, by the way, coming in here. New longs, yeah, nothing. Possible absorption coming, but if we have some new longs, take the price high, there is no absorption anymore. Nothing crazy for now, to be honest with you. Nothing crazy now. Yeah, nothing crazy. So these are most, this is more the wave count I will be with at the moment. I'm just going to turn that to maybe a big like this. Perfect. Yeah, so these are the small wave count here. This is really how you can find your small wave count. But as you can see here, even this morning is give us some really nice trade, because we planned that yesterday. We did not hit that yesterday, okay. I sent to some few stuff to VIPs, and we just bounced exactly off this morning, like really almost at $1 of this target, to do a nice 2% move to the upside almost. And for day traders, this is absolutely is just so good, clearly, okay. After we of course have done this nice 6% push to the upside here, and a 24% push to the upside also, that is just pretty insane. And all by giving some live predictions or stuff like this. Is just absolutely insane how we're trading this market. Really, this is absolutely insane. Same for that short here. We plan a short here to short that top right there. We have shorted the top here. We have shorted the top here. That was a planetary one, was already on the very bottom here. This was also a planetary one when it was on the very bottom here. We ride a small move to the upside. Swing for the pan here with price high, so ride a move to the downside. On the weekend I was not off, so this day I just said, hey, we have a new level here, we can look for a long. We bounce off that, ready to move to the upside, ready to move to the downside here, ready to move to the downside here, ready to move to the upside. It's just, how we are trading this is just absolutely insane. Really, we are trading every single highs and lows of this market. We just predict everything. That is just insane. It's just so cool. And thanks to Elliott wave and exo charts, this is absolutely insane. Clearly, what can I say more? So yeah, more like it was an ABC to the upside here. I do not see any questions coming in, so I think everything is clear, and yeah, you do not have any questions. So by the way, yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, to subscribe to the channel, to turn on notifications, and to share this content so everyone know, and do not FOMO everywhere. Do not be scared about what is going to happen next. Elliott is here to predict the next move. Of course, here this is 5 ways. Of course, we can be in this WXYZ, for example. Let me go on another maybe chart here. We can be no, that is not the right one. Let me go on the Bybit price here. We can of course be in a WXYZ here to the upside. Less likely. I'm going to show you why. For example, W, X, Y, X, and Z. This is also possible. In that case, that is a correction to go lower. Okay, we are talking about the smaller time frame at the moment, so you have to get acceptance with a smaller wave count. Here, 5 ways first of all, so to speak, less likely to be in this kind of waves. Then maximum target of a wild leg is a 1618, where we went into the 20%. So now this is an invalidation for the wild leg. So this is really less likely we're in this. And next target for the I mean, we don't have to play it like this. For the Y leg here, 100% here, this is pretty cool. But the problem is the wave, the Y leg here is, I mean, we went into the 20% here. Yes, we can be in an extension, but I mean, we are in a range, an extension from a WXYZ to the upside like this. I mean, in terms of probabilities, this is really, really less likely. Okay, so yeah, that's why this can be still WXYZ to the upside. The smaller wave is not really following this. Now we can be in this and drop from here. There is a lot of possible different counts here because we're in a range. We are still in a correction wave, and we are still in some correction wave. So different counts. Now the more likely I would say this ABC here to the upside. I'm going to add the wave wise way. ABC here or ABC later if we do the wave 5 later, B and C. Okay, to push up like this. So anyway, by the way, if you want to get some updates also on Twitter, all the stuff like this, do not hesitate to go and follow the Moonshots account here, Moonshots_ here, so you can get some updates. What I said before, you can get, for example, the dump targets we was looking for. Let me just find that again. You can see here I gave you all the dump targets here, recognized by the way, as you can see here, the alt here, give you the WXYZ targets, and we're saying to use the more one is the blue line here. If you take the price of this blue line, this is exactly where we bounced it off on Bitcoin. You can see here, this is the exact blue line here, the first one, exactly where we did a nice push to the upside, a nice 24% move to the upside. So if you was watching the video and the content on the channel, you was aware of this bottom, and you should be long from here. And should be, it's not that must be long from here, but that was the prime target, and this is what we recognize. That was more likely one click to go there. Of course, well before it happened, even from here we're already looking at the targets. Okay, so if you want to get this kind of updates, all the stuff like this, do not hesitate to go and follow me on Twitter with a Moonshots_ account with Matteo like this. And of course, for new people that are maybe discovering this channel, you have also a Discord server where you can talk with all the members, post your TAs, all the stuff like this, where we have some really nice talk, by the way, in this channel here. Really interesting. You can also talk with all the members, see the predictions, all the stuff like this, learn Elliott ways, maybe like this, for example, like today when I'm doing some live stream, be aware of when I'm live, when I'm posting a new content, new video on YouTube, all stuff like this. By the way, new message, I get long at 28,700 and close at top 39. It's kinda confusing for me right now because either count of wave 5 is done. Yeah, the thing is to never close a trade. The thing is to never close a trade, because this is why I'm never closing my trade, because even if that's, for example, a correction to push more down, there is still another possible bullish count here. That is a wave 1, the wave 2, and now we're in a wave 3 or 5, and we're just going to literally rocket, and this was the bottom here. That's why I never ever close my trade. I just take profit, for example 50% here, because I expect to go more down next, so I want to secure my trade, all stuff like this. But I'm never ever going to close my trade, because this is, you never know. You have to get this mindset, like you never know what is going to happen. You have the more likely wave, you know what is going to play out more likely, what is going to happen more likely, but you never know 100% what is going to happen. So that's why now you did a mistake, you know that is something to not do again, but it's something to I mean, personally I never do, because you never know if we're going to push high, all the stuff like this. Okay, something extremely important. Now, if you feel if you close your long on the top here, you will just take another long here. If you find your wave count and stuff like that, that is a bit complex these days, I'm not going to lie, but you have to be aware of every day, to check every day. That was, for example, a leading here, so if you have a leading, you can expect some more push to the upside. for an ABC zigzag, in that case not really bullish, or for an impulsive, what we have done here, so a bigger move to the upside, or can be another long to open here. But yeah, the thing is to never ever close your trades. For example, here, you know, I knew that was a wave 4. Okay, all right, yeah, that's a nice example, by the way. Let me just show it on a smaller time frame. For example, here we knew with VIPs that was a wave 1, 2. I mean, we knew that was a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I feel a short on the top here, on the exact top here. I rated the move to the downside. I was expecting to get a bounce of the 38.2 here or the 23.6, so I was expecting to do a last push to the upside, but I did not close my trade here. Why? Because if this is not 5 waves, but for example that was an A, a B, and a C with an extension, and we do not have any wave 485 in that case, we're just going to draw. So that's why we have to think about these possibilities. Say, hey, we do not have only one count possible, we have some other counts possible here. Yes, I expect to push higher next for a wave 5, but in case we do not do this, I'm ready for the drop, and I'm short from here. Of course, I'm short from the top here, but it's better to get 2 shorts in case we jump. That's why it's always good to think like this, to never close a trade, and that is something really extremely important. If wave 5 is done, by the way, how do you think about this one? If I is done, that wave 5 is so weird, not 5 ways. Yeah, that's why as you say, there is no real 5 ways in this one, to be honest. So that's why I'm more with a ABC like this. And this is why also, as we seen this morning with VIPs, if you go now on the Bybit price, okay, you move to the Bybit USD pair, you can see that here the low here is higher than the previous one here, what is not at all on Coinbase. That's why do we trust the Bybit one? In that case, we have a possible wave 1, 2, 3, 4 with a triangle A, B, C, D, E, and 5 here, ending. Really ugly one, I know, but it's possible. So the wave 5, or do we trust the Coinbase price? And we have done the wave 4 bottom here. We don't have any wave 1, 2 because the wave 2 cannot break the wave 1 route. And here we have a triple wave, 1, 2, 3, or 5, A, B, C flat, and pump it up for a wave 5 incoming, possibly. Which one we trust? Only time I have the answer quickly. So that's why you have to secure to take a short here in case we do not do the wave 5. That was a wave 5. And that was, for example, the Bybit price I was playing. We have to take a long here. So I have to ride the move to the upside here. All the stuff like this, okay? Your wave 5, obviously wave flat, the wave 4 doesn't have divergence. Wait, your wave... your wave... Oh, the C flat. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right, there is no any divergence. Now, maybe on a bigger time frame. No, on a smaller time frame, there is no divergence. That's the problem here. You know, when we are on a smaller time frame, sometimes we do not do the stuff. We should do the stuff, and I mean, these 5 ways here are really ugly. Okay, I'm not going to try. These are really ugly 5 ways and terrible 5 ways. Now this is still possible to win this because we're already talking about the 5 minutes. So normally, yes, we want to see a divergence here. Now, if you go, for example, on this, no, but we do not get absorption here because we do not have new shorts. And sometimes we do, I mean, in like, for example, 95% of the case, we're going to get divergence. Sometimes the RSI is wrong and we have to get acceptance. So does RSI is wrong or so, and we're going to do the wave 5 next. Only time clearly has the answer on that one. And for example, this can be classed also as a leading because we have a really small wave like this, so that's normal to not get divergence too, okay? And also the wave 4 breaks the wave 2, by the way, on this one, if we're in this configuration. Not on a bigger time frame, of course, but on a small time frame, yes. So that's why, as you can see here, it depends on the Bybit price, if we're in these 5 ways ending here with a wave 5 top here, or if we trust the Coinbase price, all depends on this, but that's why we have to think about all of this as a day trader, and we have to take the trade to get these scenarios. For example, here that was a wave 5, we're going to do a bigger retracement, so that was a short to take here. Even if we have to do the wave 5 later, that was a nice move to right to the downside. Here we planned a long, that was a long to take. Why? Because we have a possible wave 5 coming, maybe a wave A, B like this, small B wave, and we're going to be long again after we long, of course, the bottom here. 2 longs, really nice one. We can also go do a bigger wave, a B wave, all stuff like that. So that's why we have to think about all of this clear as a day trader. But yes, you're right, there is no divergence here, so normally this is not valid, but we are on a low time frame, so that's why we have to get acceptance with a smaller wave count. Okay, on a bigger time frame, I would say yes, this is less likely to really be in this because we don't have any divergence, so we normally see an invalidation. Now we are talking about the 50, 5, 3, 10 minutes, 1 minute. This is not crazy. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So yeah, But yeah, if you go on the Bybit price here, you can really see that we have a possible ending, not really beautiful one to be honest with you, but this is a possible ending here. And the other stuff is also, by the way, that we have done maybe something. Yep. If I go there, if I go on the 1 minute, for example, we possibly have done, for example, a really waterfuck triple wave here with a big truncated, for example, here. For example, we have done this, okay, a triple wave like this. Boom, we have the truncated like this. Less likely because the real bottom is here. If you're gonna be a time frame right there, the real bottom is here on the other side. So normally the bottom is here and not here, okay. But if there is wrong, boom, we have done the wave 4 here and we have done the wave 5. There is so much variation, if you can say that. And just so much possibilities. Now the more likely will be the ABC flat. We are going to the wave 5 before, or we have done the wave 5 already. These are the more likely ones. Okay. Really, thank you so much. My pleasure, mate. Hope this helped. But yeah, that's why, as you can see, how this is complex. When you're a day trader, you have to think about all the probabilities, all the wave count. But I mean, when you're doing this every single day, I can tell you that you're doing this, but you don't care. I mean, you think about it all the time. This is just like when you see the stuff, you are like, okay, we're in this, we have to think about this. If we do this, we can expect this. If we do that, we can expect this. All the stuff like this, and this is really something for day traders. I mean, this is good to do that, to just practice. And learn Elliott way really to be a day trader, because you have to think about all this stuff here, all the probabilities, everything, all the different, also with levels. Sometimes you have some resistance that don't match with some targets. Sometimes you have some other stuff. You have to say, hey, what the fuck is this? I have to find some other stuff, some other confluence. For example, boom, you pull your fixed range, and now you have another confluence. You have to find you have to do everything clearly to find your best targets and the best stuff. And as a day trader, you have to think a lot and spend some hours every single day to make your plan. Except, for example, yesterday, except if you spend hours and hours already every single day, and you know already the context, you know everything, you know where are resistance of this market, where are support of this market, you know what to expect. For example, here the leading here, this is really easy. We knew resistance higher, we knew the support below, we knew that if we have to go below, we know where we have to look for a long. If we have to look for high, we know when we have to look for a short. Now here, what we have a leading ABC to drop more, or 1205 to push higher. That was really simple yesterday, a really quick update. But for example, when we're in this ABC flat here, that can be also a triple wave here and not an ABC like this. In that case, boom, you have a 5 ways to be in a wave 2, and boom, to push up after that, and boom, everything. You know, that's why you have to think about a lot of stuff as a day trader. This is pretty crazy. Do you see a wedge formation on the 1 hour? I think you mean with this full push to the upside. I saw it was if I'm mistaken, this is George. It's here. Let me check that. Read this. Yeah, Jordy. It did. Yeah, I think this was this one here. The wedge here, I would say no, because the wave. It depends on the which one you talk about. But if you think, if you talk about this full wave to the this full move to the upside, yes, of course, crypto are going to show you a wedge here. This in Elliott wave is absolutely not a wedge, at all. Why this is not a wedge here? Simply because this is, I don't know how to explain that, because this is something really you're going to be used with when you're going to learn Elliott waves, or maybe you already know. But for example, yeah, I have a nice example. I'm going to show that. Let me go on Ethereum. All right, here we go. I was with the wave 1205. Let me just find that again. I'm just going to go on the main Ethereum, and I have my wedge here on the top. Oh wait, I just have to find my waves again, because that's pretty annoying here. I don't have my waves. All right, here we go. Yeah, as you can see here, this is a very good wedge to the upside. Okay, this is a really good wedge to the upside. This looks like a wedge. All right, so I'm going to place it maybe a bit better here. This is a valid wedge, okay, like this, to the upside. We take the high or stuff like this, but you can see it's really something that is going up and up and up. It's not really something sideways, what we're doing at the moment on Bitcoin. This is a nice wedge to the upside right there. This is a nice wedge to the upside. If I can play it more, anyway, you understood. This is a nice wedge to the upside. We have the wave we have the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this, big wave 5, boom, we have the wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, big wedge to the upside. You can see here we're really pushing higher, pushing higher, pushing higher. Wave 3 go after the wave 1 top, all the stuff like this. This is not what we can see at the moment on Bitcoin, to be honest with you. This is not really what we can see. We're, as you can see here, more sideways. It is a good, when you compare this to this, I mean, this is not really an ending, a wedge here, or an ending or an ending here to the upside. A wedge is a leading or an ending in Elliott waves. This is not really this. So do I see this? No, clearly no, I don't see this. Now, of course, there are the, I mean, when you have a pattern that you can think about, but it don't looks like, most of the time these are fake patterns that fake traders like Crypto and Crypto Rover are using. So you expect to get some deviation, some fake push to the upside, some fake push to the downside to trap these longs or to trap these shorts. This is how you play on the market. For example, here, if you remember good, we got a wedge here, a wedge, if we can say that, to the downside. Here is a boom, the wedge like this. We got the support like this. Okay, this is something extremely important here. When you have these fake patterns, because this is not a wedge in your wave to the downside here. I mean, maybe this wave like this, okay, this like, I mean, how can I show you that? Maybe this one that is a valid one, for example, here, okay, this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for example, but this full one like this is absolutely not a valid one, okay, this is absolutely not something valid with Elliott waves. And when you have these fake patterns, you're going to recognize, if you know a bit Elliott waves, you expect to get some deviation, but just to rake these people, because people are going to long into the breakout here. So what you're going to do to take this money, clearly to rake these people, to short here and to dump the price. Okay, and this is almost the same than the wedge we can see. We can think about here, if we can name that a wedge here. Yeah, this will be more a fake pattern to get some trapped shorts or trapped longs than a real pattern here. Okay, to answer your question. But with Elliott wave, do I see a wedge? No, okay, I don't see a wedge here with Elliott waves. I see more a WXY at the moment to the upside. Now maybe we're going to do, you know, a big leading here for the time, but for now we cannot repredict that. Maybe we're going to do this, you know, a wave 1, boom, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. We have our wedge, dump it, pump it next, and we're good to ride a move to the upside. Okay, so yeah, great explanation. Thanks, mate. Hope this helped. But yeah. So if you have some other questions, do not hesitate on Elliott waves, on everything, by the way. For new people coming, by the way, if you want to join us on the social media, so you have the Discord server right below in the description. You can talk with other members, share your TAs, get some predictions. Get some predictions. You will see the VIP predictions clearly, because I'm working so much with VIPs to get some, to just give them some insane predictions, such as all the bottom here we long it here, the bottom here, so we long it here, you can see this morning, some good stuff like this. And if you want to go also on Twitter, where I can also show you some TA sometimes, some trade give you, or just to keep updated with the community with stuff like where I'm live with some, for example, website updates on few stuff like this. Not hesitate to go on the Moonshots Twitter account, moonshot_ here, and you'll get all these updates and everything clearly. New feature, by the way, on the website. I'm just going to go here. If you want now to get to learn Elliott wave, as before we got this beginner course, Elliott wave course, exochart, so but we got only a course, you know, with videos, all the stuff like this, with some PDF, blah blah blah, all the stuff like that. Now there is also the one-to-one coaching, Elliott wave coaching, not exocharts yet, Elliott wave only coaching. So I'm for an hour or more. I'm going to add more, by the way, than 1 hour. You can be with me, and I'm going to teach you Elliott wave. So if you want to, you're just going to master Elliott wave. If you're a beginner, that is absolutely fine. I'm just going to explain you Elliott waves, all the stuff like this. And if you're an expert or maybe a master already, and you want to work on a specific topic, all the stuff like this, I'm going to work with you clearly and just teach you Elliott waves the right way, what you have to know, such as, for example, the wedge. I'm going to explain all the stuff. Maybe, for example, with David, that was asking me for some divergence, some few stuff like that. I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to work and explain you Elliott waves, all stuff like this for an hour, so you can book your day. Not the weekend, you cannot, because I'm off on the weekend. Sunday we have the VIP live stream, but otherwise I'm off on Saturday. All the week you can clearly have to fill this form, and you have some information below. Okay, for now, by the way, payments are not automatic, you know, you have to do it manually. So I'm going to send you an email to tell you have to send to this account on PayPal clearly, and once we have done this, I will confirm you this session, and we are good to go clearly, and to just make this session clearly. So that's just better, I think, for people that don't want to learn only with a course on the website, Elliott wave course videos or stuff like this, and want to get maybe some more informations and can ask me directly. Okay, Anyway, I have a lot of stablecoin ready to be deployed. It's going to be hard not to FOMO. Yeah, it's hard to not FOMO. It's hard to remain patient. But these are, I mean, the only guys or girls by that make money on this market is people that remain patient. For example, here, what example I can give you here? I can give you, yeah. I'm going to show something on LinkedIn, by the way. That's my account on LinkedIn. For example, here, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something very quickly. Just it's in French because I'm French, but I'm just going to show you something. For example, here, if I just can find that, yeah, this was, I can see here 3 months ago. Okay, I posted this post where I was saying, as you can see here with these 10 layers, we are more likely going to go to 28k. This was still in the plan. After we did the range bound, we did not did the exact plan here, but we did the triangle, the fake triangle, by the way, all the stuff like this. This was still in the plan to go to 28k. 3 months before, and as you can see here, 1 week, one semaine, so it's week in French, we are at 28k, and we just have to remain patient. That's why you really have to remain patient, and this is the key clearly to make money clean trading. It's hard to not FOMO or stuff like this at the beginning, but when you're going to learn this this mindset, to get this mindset, all stuff like this, it's going to be a lot more easier for you to not FOMO. For example, here with this hidden shoulder we was talking about before, this hidden shoulder here, people are, oh my god, we are breaking this to the upside, this is time too long, we are going to push high, miss it, the low, extra, and this is exactly where the price is going to reverse to take your money, simply because this is how the trend is working. The big traders, or the big whales, you can say that, are just taking your money. How they're taking your money, if you're longing here, they're just going to move the price back down to take this, because when someone, for example, if you short and you win money, your long is going to lose money. People that, for example, long here are going to lose money because in a short here is going to win your money clearly. This is how it is working. So that's why to not FOMO is really complex, but this is something you're going to learn for the time. You really have to get this mindset and to, yeah, you're going to learn that for the time, but this is okay not to not FOMO. I know, and that's why to not FOMO, if you talk also about investment, to not FOMO, I recommend you to invest step by step. For example, let's say on Bitcoin, okay, you are looking for example, with VIPs, we're looking for, sorry, I have a bit of a cold. For example, a buy zone here, okay, that was the first buy zone, that was the second buy zone here, that was the third buy zone here, we have some other buys on the lower, of course. We are not going to jump 100% here, of course not, because we bought here, so we have an average entry price a bit around there, for example, maybe before we bought before, for example. You're not going to buy all in directly here, okay? You're going to invest, for example, you have, let's say, a 10,000 euros wallet, for example, you're going to invest 1,000 here, 1 or 2,000 here, 2 other 1,000 here, so you have 5,000, and you just wait for 5 more thousand to average more and more. You average your entry price more down. You never invest 100% all in 10,000 here. You will FOMO and you will lose. You will be in the you will be with 5k at the moment, a bit more, by the way. But that would be crazy. You know, you invest risk step by step, small amount by small amount, and when you're almost on the bottom, you invest, of course, some big amounts, because you have your wave count, you know what is more likely going to happen, all the stuff like this, okay? Oh yeah, by the way, I did not finish it to read that. If we see a rally, but I feel we can't make a true move to the upside unless we hit back down to around 27 first. I agree with you. For me, I would be surprised to not do another push to the downside. I'm not going to lie, but I'm not the market maker, so if I have to accept that was a bottom, that was a trade we planned here. As I said at the beginning of the live stream, we can absolutely go more down with a Z wave here. This is absolutely fine if we go more down here, but I'm going to remove that. I don't like to get these fake patterns on this. But here, for example, we can absolutely do a last push to the downside. Okay, yes, the Z wave maximum target haven't hit, but we can absolutely go a bit more down, take the pretty slow and pump it up. That would be weird, to be honest, to not do this. This is more like what we in term probability will think about. Now we bounced off the first, I mean the target was looking for. If we have some bullish wave, we keep pushing high and high with some bullish waves, we just have to accept that it was bullish. And that's why the FOMO is never here, because when you start to learn this kind of investment, you never FOMO into the move. As you can see here, this was a target planet for a buy, this was a target planet for a buy, but we invest step by step in the market. This is something extremely important. So hope this helped. And yeah, of course, we have plenty of the targets with you on the YouTube channel if you have to go more down here with a different wave count, all stuff like this. Okay, that's why you never invest step by step. I mean, yeah, all in directly. For example, here on the website here, if you're an investor, for example, let's say on AAVE, for example, here, you have this nice. Do not buy 100% directly. Always invest step by step. This is why you can see different green squares on the on the screenshot here, and you have a table also below, by the way, where there is all the price to buy. If we go more down, then it will be easier to support mentally, and because yeah, you're losing money, so it's not really easy to support that for your mind. But of course, you never. That's why you never jump 100% all in, because you never know where it's going to be exactly the exact bottom. You have your idea of where it's going to be the bottom. For you, the more you want, but it's just for you. You're not the market maker of this. Okay, so you never know where you're going to be the top and where you're going to be the bottom. That's why you have to take profit also step by step, and you have to invest step by step in the for investment in crypto. After that, when you just have to average your entry price, your buy price low. Okay, as we've seen here, you invest step by step all the way down. Clearly, to not FOMO is hard, but that's why you do not FOMO, because you bought already before step by step, and you know you have your plan ready, and that's why you have also to get a plan. This is something extremely important, to get a plan. Okay, so yeah, I think that we're good for this wave count, all the stuff like this for today. Clearly, we'll have at the moment with the order flow. Some new longs coming at the moment. That brings us with a positive absorption. We have some new shorts coming in here, but yeah, we'll have absorption. So here's the speak, we'll have some new longs coming on the market, okay, with the market or the longs, but we have possibly, this is going to be confirmed if we start to get a rejection here and new shorts coming in here. This absorption is confirmed. What is absorption? I'm going to finish with that first of all. So when you have market orders coming in, so for example here, all the way up here, we have market orders coming in. How can we see this? Simply because we are moving to the upside with an increasing of interest here. You can see this is all this blue increasing, this is open interest here. You have this increasing of interest here while moving to the upside. So these are new longs opening. And now as you can see here, we are forming a possible divergence from here to here. This divergence is going to be confirmed if we have some demand to go down. Well, we don't have for now, but we have to get a confirmation. So this is classed as a bullish move, clearly, because we have new longs coming in, except if we have new shorts coming in next. In that case, this is more bearish, and we are going to expect a retracement next. Okay, that's why the order flows are super useful also to confirm your scenarios during the day, all the stuff like this. This is really, really useful. So yeah, I think that's all really for today. We have seen everything clear on Bitcoin, and throw a little bit of questions. So hope this helped, and yeah, we're ready to see if this is going to play out or not. Clearly, we have the resistance. We know we have to look for short. We know what we can expect here, and yeah, clearly, that's all for today. 1 hour and almost 20 minutes. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. It's longer than the VIP live stream I did this morning, because I mean the plan played just perfectly. So yeah, there's nothing to say more. You know, just we see a bit the wave count here. For example, here with VIPs, which are the dates. There is not crazy. For example, here what we have seen. Boom, 44 minutes live stream, by the way. Yeah, well, it was just time to explain a bit everything and time to explain a bit reactions. But you have the live stream, and more of this after that. You have a short version of the update. So to speak here, for example, here 6-minute update where I just plan the stuff, all the stuff like this, and yeah, I'm just giving my trades. That's all really. Okay, I mean my trades, not my trade. This is not a signal group. I'm just showing my plan. Okay, I'm just telling you the data live. For example, here what I'm doing here, it looks good if we have some new demand coming in to short, for example, here, all the stuff like this, when we are approaching the target. So you know really what you have or not to do. There is no financial advice, of course. There is only paper trade, of course. Anyway, just for disclaimer. Okay, so this is only what we're doing, and we're doing this every single day of the week, except of course on the weekend. And on the weekend we have a Sunday live stream where we have planned some insane stuff. Clearly we're ready for everything. VIP live stream, we have all this VIP live stream here on every Sunday night, clearly at 21 and 30 minutes PM by PM, yeah, no, it's 9:30 minutes PM, doing this Sunday live stream here with VIPs. And I also did, by the way, oh my god, yeah, that one is a pretty insane one. I did a VIP arts update. So for 2 hours, this update is for 2 hours here. You can see here, this is a 2-hour video clip. This is one is just absolutely, I was live for 2 hours with VIPs to update the alts with them to see the next buy zone if we have to do a last push to the downside. I mean, no, if you have to go down, where are going to be the next buy zone I will be interested in, so you know where I'm going to look for a buy. And all of this, of course, yeah, in the VIP section right there. So anyway, if you want, by the way, to learn for free, you can absolutely, you have the beginner's course here in the course section. You just have to go in the plans, create an account with a free upgrade. And once you have done this, you have all the beginner's course here, so all the useful information as a beginner if you do not have a lot of base in trading. Daily routine is extremely important, confidence is extremely important, support resistance, something extremely crazy if you use after that levels, for example, daily, weekly, right, some stuff like this. This is something extremely important you have to understand before to start trading view, chart type, all the stuff like against type to explain a bit the website. And if you want to learn Elliott Wave, you can also for free with this Elliott Wave part here. We have the Elliott Wave part 1, 2, and the course number 3 part 1 on the website for free. All the other stuff is for course subscribers and VIPs on the website. Okay, you have of course some Elliott Wave cards, some quiz right there on every single plans, also some quiz I made, so you really can test your knowledge and become the best. So anyway, hope you all enjoy as always. Thank you for the message. I subscribed. Thank you, mate. Great information, not bullish, bullshit video like other YouTubers. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to be just, you know, read the chart and just place the wave clear I see on the chart and not to be super bullish, not to be, I know there is moon in my name by the way, but this is absolutely not because I'm a moon boy. Just on the bigger time frame, for me, the market is bullish on the bigger time frame. Of course, you can drop to 3K on Bitcoin at the moment. It's absolutely possible. But I'm not super bullish. I'm not super bearish. I just show you what I see on the chart at the moment. I'm not trying to see and expect some really super bullish wave. Oh my god, we're into 100K now directly. First of all, if we're in a wave 5, we should, and we respect the tariffs, we should not go to 100K. We should stop before. Now, if we do an extension or stuff like this, who knows, we can absolutely. But thank you for your subscription, and yeah, speaking French, thank you, mate. From, okay, Ireland, pretty cool. And yeah, thanks for sharing too. My pleasure, guys. Hope you all enjoy. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to share this technical analysis, this live stream all around, so everyone know. And clearly, do not listen to bullshit. I mean, clearly, this is. I mean, you can see on Twitter. Clearly, you can really see on Twitter. I don't care, you know. I just tag them because these guys are just really fake traders. This is just plain saying. This guy is just saying, oh my god. I mean, how to get rich. For example, here is one nice video, by the way. This one. For example, here potential BTC breakout. Oh my god, this is just insane. What we did here, we just have to look for a show, and this is exactly what happened there. You look for a show, you take these money, because these people just want you to FOMO in the market, and that's the only thing they are looking for, clearly. And not only crypto, of course, there is a tons of YouTubers and a Twitter account, for example, Crypto Rover, and more and more and more and more. Okay, there is just a tons of YouTubers, in Twitter and tweets and YouTubers like this. So I try to do my best, yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for your message. Thank you for being on this live stream. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you want to join the community, you have the link of the Discord server right below in the description. I answer to every single questions, everything. Give you some nice stuff in the community too, by the way. And we see also and talk about the different wave count and stuff like this. So if you want to join, feel free. Anyway, have a brilliant day. Thank you again for being here, and see you in the next one. Cheers.